Air travel is widely regarded as the safest means of transportation, but despite the assurance of safety and comfort on commercial flights, unforeseen circumstances can arise. Such was the case when a dispute between the airline crew and passengers led to escalated emotions during a mid-air flight. During the summer of 2021, a routine American Airlines flight took a bizarre turn and became a scene of chaos, disorder, and turmoil. What was supposed to be an ordinary day for the airline crew and passengers turned unpleasant when things took a turn for the worse. Eventually, everything settled down, but the ensuing drama was caught on tape and became an unforgettable incident for many. Brace yourself as we delve deep into the complete story. It all began on an airplane scheduled to fly from Los Angeles, California, and land in Charlotte, North Carolina. Trouble followed soon after when the flight was diverted to Raleigh because of bad weather conditions. According to sources, the diversion left the plane sitting on the tarmac for almost 3 hours. During that time, a passenger reportedly gave one of the crew members a tough time, refusing to wear a mask in the wake of the pandemic protocols. Per Brent Underwood, who filmed the incident and shared it on TikTok, the plane had been on the ground for an hour when the passenger began misbehaving with the airline staff. He was being difficult and even used profanity with a female crew member. When the unruly passenger couldn't be controlled, the head of the flight crew stepped in, addressing the issue over the plane's speakers. In one of the videos shared by musician Brentwood, he urged passengers to stay calm because, like them, the crew members also experienced the delay. He reminded the people on board that his staff had not eaten but were committed to service because they loved their job. Moreover, he stressed that he would not tolerate anyone insulting or ill-treating his colleagues over factors beyond their control. The head of the flight crew finished his announcement by saying he didn't wish to escalate the situation, but shame on the passengers who have made this flight a living hell for the flight attendants, prompting passengers to burst into applause after. Brentwood shared another clip where he noted how the other passengers tried to calm the young man to no avail. When nothing helped, the head of the flight crew talked to the passenger about his disorderly conduct. Sadly, his words fell on deaf ears because more drama ensued soon after. Things spiraled out of control when a few other people on board hurled belittling remarks at the flight attendants, calling one a drama queen.
Also, if you've not done so already, please subscribe to our channel and click that notification bell to get inspired by these animal stories every day. Now, back to the story.
Sharing the videos on his TikTok account, Underwood seemed deeply upset by the passengers' childish and disrespectful behavior. Voicing his concerns about the unpleasant scenario that could have been easily avoided, Underwood shared, "It doesn't matter what you look like. Everybody deserves respect, and everybody deserves to be punished equally for being a rude person like that." Eventually, the aircraft reached Raleigh, and the flight attendant addressed the passengers again. Calling everyone's attention on board, he acknowledged that delays could be mind-boggling, but they were not in anyone's control. He told passengers that any misbehavior towards his colleagues was highly unacceptable, and that should a flight attendant be disrespected, he wouldn't mind heading to the gate, returning to Raleigh, and handing the unruly passenger over to the cops. Before concluding the address, he reminded the passengers to cooperate with the staff and adhere to safety measures for their own good. Following the incident, Brentwood said he was impressed by how the airline crew handled everything professionally. Meanwhile, in an official statement, American Airlines said their staff believed in working diligently to ensure people's safety. One of the safety measures on board required maintaining social distancing and wearing a mask during flights and at airports. The airline company explained that they value their customers and wish for them to treat one another and the airline staff with respect. The TikTok videos by musician Underwood, which recounted the airline incident, have generated thousands of views online. Among them, a video titled "Flight Attendant Goes Off on Rude Passengers" has accumulated 1.7 million views as of March 17, 2023. Here are some noteworthy comments. Good for him for speaking up and calling out bad behavior. People tend to get upset when they are confronted about their actions, but it's important to hold people accountable. We should normalize workers advocating for themselves and setting boundaries in the workplace. The people who are complaining are likely the ones who were in the wrong and were called out for their behavior. It's essential to support service workers and empower them to speak up for themselves because they often face mistreatment and cannot advocate for themselves.